This is News 12, Varsity's Game Time. This afternoon from the Pine Belt Arena in Toms River, it's the 2017 non-public A Girls Championship game as the Caseys of Red Bank Catholic take on the Blue Eagles of Immaculate Heart Academy. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lou Brogdo. Alongside on the call is Greg Lerner. We welcome you to Toms River. Interesting non-public A championship game. These are two programs that have been here before. The Caseys of Red Bank Catholic, of course, always a short conference power, taking on one of the top programs year in and year out from North Jersey, the Blue Eagles of IHA. Red Bank Catholic coming in ranked number 4 in the tri-state.
Yeah, number 4 with a bullet, okay? Only losses to Manasquan, to Vianney, which they avenged in the state tournament. Senior leadership, juniors who are embracing the moment, stepping into roles. Got to defend Josie Larkins. Katie Rice is a virtual nightmare in terms of her versatility and what she does, and no surprise to see RBC here.
IHA making their 13th appearance in the championship game. This is a program, as we said, that has been here many times before, has played in a lot of big games.
Yeah, and I don't think many people expected to see IHA here this year. Maybe the next 3 years, yes. Steve Silver is playing a bunch of freshmen this year, a bunch of freshmen. Brittany Graff, Anna Morris, Emma Matisic. All these kids are freshmen, and they're surrounding the one senior on that team, Katie Jones. Hey, listen, I tip my hat to IHA and Steve Silver just for getting this far. I don't think a lot of people expected to see them here.
Well, Katie is the word for this game. Katie Rice for Red Bank Catholic, Katie Jones for IHA, two outstanding players on the court.
Yeah, Katie Rice is one of those kids. Hey, she's a coach's kid, Mike Rice's daughter, you know, and you can see it in her game. She plays with a passion. She does everything. She passes the ball. She defends all 5 positions, Lou. I've seen her defend Kimmy Evans from Vianney and do it excellently. She'll get out on you as a guard. She can take the ball to the rim, and she can stick it from long range.
And Katie Jones, the heart and soul of the Blue Eagles.
Katie Jones, you know, she missed a good deal of the regular season with an injury. I think she missed like 8 games. Yet she's still the leading scorer for the Blue Eagles. It gives you an idea. I think she's knocked down about 43 three-pointers this year. So you talked about Josie Larkins before, and Katie Jones. Those are 2 kids that are probably open right now behind us in the parking lot, ready to shoot and fire.
All right, just moments away from the opening tip. Red Bank Catholic and IHA, the New Jersey non-public A state championship on the line. It's coming up next right here on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
So here we go. Red Bank Catholic in their road green uniforms trimmed with gold, the gold numbers and letters. The non-public North teams are the home teams, designated home teams for this weekend. So IHA is the home team in their white uniforms trimmed with blue. And we are ready to go. Anna Morris will jump here for IHA, wearing number 42. And Maureen Coakley jumps it up for Red Bank Catholic. IHA wins the tap. Blue Eagles move left to right on your screen. Top of the key is Morris for IHA and flips it over to Katie Jones, who's had a terrific year. The senior averaging 13.5 points per game, and she drives the lane and scores for the Blue Eagles. So IHA scores the first basket of the game, and they lead it 2-0. Three-point shot off the back of the rim does not go for Rose Caverly. And then another three-point shot launched up outside by Tia Montaigne. Rebound, though, put up and in for Red Bank Catholic. Good work underneath on the offensive glass. Maureen Coakley with the basket. We're tied at 2. Brittany Graff dribbles in here for IHA, flips it outside to Harriott, and a whistle and a foul called on Red Bank Catholic. That'll be the Casey's first team foul, and it sends Elijah Harriott to the line, 6.5 points per game and 4 rebounds per contest for the Blue Eagles. And she hits the first.
Could be the X factor today for IHA. Can shoot the three, can put the ball on the floor as you see get herself to the rim.
And the second good as well. So IHA up by a bucket. It's 4-2. Blue Eagles just underway here in the first quarter from the Pine Belt Arena in the non-public A championship. Josie Larkins has had a tremendous year for Red Bank Catholic. Gives to Rose Caverly. And Tia Montaigne outside. Good ball movement. Here's Katie Rice. Gives to Montaigne. Flips it out in the corner. Jump shot. Good. That's Josine Larkins who hits the three-pointer. And the University of Vermont bound Josie Larkins connects for three to give the Casey's a 1-point lead.
That's Josie with a J, okay? That's what she does. She hits long-range jumpers. I feel like she's struck great balance this year, putting the ball on the floor, so she's not just recognized as somebody that can shoot the three. Going to Vermont.
She basically doesn't have to change colors at all. The exact same color scheme for the University of Vermont. Green and gold. Larkins just a shade under 14 points per game. Coming off a 17-point performance against St. John Vianney. And Katie Rice pulls down the rebound. Up ahead comes Red Bank Catholic with a 1-point lead. Top of the key is Katie Rice. Gives it to Larkins. Larkins angles towards the top of the key. Comes back outside now, and Caverly flips it over to Larkins. Good ball movement by RBC. Turnaround jumper is good. Sweet shot by Maureen Coakley.
Got to go to Mo when you get her in that high post. Shows you why. She's got that jumper. She's got a mid-range game.
7-4 the score. 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Good defense by Red Bank Catholic.
You mentioned good defense. If Joe Montana was coaching a team, the calling card will always be good defense. Everything is predicated on good defense, generally in man-to-man, occasionally in their matchup zone, press you a little bit. Joe has always put an emphasis on defense.
So the Casey's with a 3-point lead, and they'll bring it across. This is Rose Caverly. Angles top of the key, dishes to Coakley. Coakley lost the handle momentarily, looking for help. Gives it to Caverly. Beautiful backdoor play, Red Bank Catholic. Josie Larkins lays it in.
That's two seniors sharing one brain in a moment right there.
5-point lead, RBC. Morris dribbles in, and the foul called on the Casey's on the baseline. So IHA triggers in on the baseline. That's the third team foul on Red Bank Catholic. Long three-point shot, good. Top of the key, Katie Jones drills it. It's a 2-point game. 9-7 Red Bank Catholic. 4:15 remaining. In the first, Katie Rice takes that jump shot. It goes off the back rim.
So I ran to Steve Silver before the game, talking a little bit. Said, hey, man, congratulations getting here. Such a young team. And he says, I want my kids to understand we're coming here to compete for this game and to challenge to win. He goes, are we playing with the house's money? I guess the perception can be made that we are because we're playing the number 4 team in the state and in the tri-state. IHA not ranked, even though they've had a wonderful year, 23-5. So IHA comes in here, footloose, fancy free. No pressure on us. We're the young guys.
And a beautiful defensive play there by Harriott as she steals the ball. And then on the reverse, Sam Rinaldi draws the foul, so she'll go to the line.
Sam Rinaldi speaks to the bench that's being developed here because you know what? She might come off it, but by the end of the night, she'll have starter minutes.
So the foul on Red Bank Catholic called against Josie Larkins. That's her second here in this first quarter. And it's already the fourth team foul on the Caseys. So Rinaldi at the line, hits the free throw. She'll get another.
That's 3 winning points you make right across the board if you're from IHA. You get Josie a foul, you go to the foul line, off a turnover, which is the second one, and now you're banging free throws with the clock stop.
A chance to tie the game up here, and she does. We are tied at 9. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining first quarter. Jump shot outside. Katie Rice pops a 3 from downtown.
Perhaps the one element to her game, Lou, that is making her so attractive to a lot of Division I schools that are starting to look at her is the fact that she can play away from the basket offensively. She can defend anybody.
Beautiful pass inside by IHA's Katie Jones, but the Eagles unable to convert. Ball knocked out by IHA. It'll be Red Bank Catholic basketball. Oh, actually, they call foul underneath. Thought it was just a simple knock out of bounds, but the foul is called on IHA's Dina Mulroy. That's her first, and the first team foul on the Eagles. Rose Caverly across the midcourt line. Montaigne outside, backs it out. Caverly, good look. Katie Rice open, hits it. Katie Rice gives Red Bank Catholic a 5-point lead and a timeout called by Steve Silver. 2:52 remaining here in this first quarter, and RBC up 14-9.
Great touch on back-to-back possessions from Katie Rice, who's starting to heat up like Minute Rice in terms of her firing from long range and along the baseline. But Mo Coakley so far for RBC, working the glass, getting a couple offensive rebounds, getting a couple putbacks, hitting a bucket out of the high post, and then that pass out of the high post to the opposite block. That's the kind of stuff when you trace back the origin of a bucket. Everybody gets the glory for hitting the net, but I love to trace back the origin and say, man, who started that thing? Who got the assist that led to the assist? And a lot of the times you're going to find out it's Mo Coakley doing the dirty work. She's cool with being anonymous, you know, to the knuckleheads like me. But within her team, everybody knows how important Mo is to the grand scheme of things. A senior.
IHA basketball. Blue Eagles will bring it across. Here's Katie Jones. Dribbles up against the defender for Red Bank Catholic, Haley Moore. And a good job defensively for RBC, causing the turnover. So Katie Rice triggers in. 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining first quarter. Red Bank Catholic with the basketball. The Caseys already have a 5-point lead. They've scored 5 unanswered points. Long three-point shot rattled home. Katie. Well, actually, it was Haley Moore on that three-point shot. 23, not 13. And inside, Morris puts it up, can't score. And back the other way is Moore. In the corner, another three-point shot off the back rim, doesn't go, taken by Amanda Hart. It's an 8-point lead for Red Bank Catholic, 17-9. IHA in need of a bucket. Katie Jones launches a 3, that's off the mark. And here comes Red Bank Catholic. Katie Rice flips it inside, back outside, jumper Caverly off the rim. 1:35 left here in this first quarter. Still 17-9, Red Bank Catholic. Here's a three-point shot off the back rim, doesn't go, by Sam Rinaldi. So both teams really cooling off here from outside.
Just on the tempo of your play-by-play, I think I'm doing a hockey game right now at the end-to-end action.
Rice flips it outside. Here's Caverly. Dribbles in, takes the lane, and has it blocked by Rinaldi inside. Good D by the Blue Eagles. So Rinaldi across the midcourt line, dribbles in, goes all the way, can't score. Pulled down by Caverly. Here is Katie Rice, runs into two defenders, and a blocking foul called on IHA.
That's how quick she is, you know. And you know, it's funny when you see enough of Katie Rice. I always like to make the analogy. She's the assassin who kills you with the smile on her face, you know? She walks up to you with that great smile. Everything rolls off Katie's back. But make no mistake about it, she is the ultimate competitor. She loves the physicality. She plays like a coach's kid. Oh, that's right, Mike Rice is her dad.
That's right. Mike Rice, the former Rutgers coach, and now coaching at the Patrick School. And guess what? They'll be here today, playing for the non-public B championship.
Father-daughter day at the Pine Belt Arena.
Against Hudson Catholic, that game at 5 o'clock. You'll see it right here, and the game will also be televised on the Optimum channel, channel 14. Hudson Catholic and the Patrick School, our #1 team. Laid up and in, nice drive by Amanda Hart. And don't look now, but Red Bank Catholic has a 10-point lead. They're up 19-9. Rinaldi drives in, dishes outside, takes an extra step, traveling the call.
That 10-point lead, one of the driving forces behind it, the bench. Amanda Hart getting to the rim. Haley Moore knocking down threes. This gives you a little idea of what you can expect when Joe Montano taps somebody to get involved.
So Red Bank Catholic goes on a 10-0 run to finish the first quarter. This game was tied at 9, but now RBC up 19-9. Our score after one, Red Bank Catholic 19, IHA 9 in the non-public A state championship game. Second quarter upcoming on News 12 Varsity's Game Time.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.
Welcome back to the Pine Belt Arena here in Toms River. Lou Brogno, Greg Lerner here on News 12 Varsity's Game Time. This the non-public A Girls Basketball Championship. And Red Bank Catholic up 19-9 as the Caseys are looking for their 27th win of the year and hoping to advance to the TOC, the Tournament of Champions, next week. Red Bank Catholic's last title coming in 2013. And IHA, they won the title in 2014, defeating St. John Vianney that year, 45-43. Right now an 8-point lead as the Caseys are up 19-11. Here's a jump shot outside, doesn't go. Rebound knocked around underneath and picked off by IHA. So Red Bank Catholic closed the first quarter with a 10-0 run. Let's see if IHA can creep back in it. Brittany Graff, top of the key. Pass goes inside to Morris. And Anna Morris puts it up and in off the glass. So it's a 6-point game, 19-13.
It's a great job by Anna Morris because you know what? When she catches the ball with her back turn, Josie Larkins pops down on the baseline for the help. Then Josie backs away, and Anna spins back to the block and finishes.
Jump shot, no. Oh, nice job to clean up on the offensive glass by Josie Larkins.
Josie making amends by hustling on the offensive end for a putback.
21-13, 8-point game. A good job defensively overplaying. Maureen Coakley knocks it away.
Mo Coakley been active at both ends of the floor.
RBC basketball. Casey's are up by 8, 21-13. Here's Rice. Flips outside. Haley Moore comes over to meet the pass, gets it back, launches a long three. Oh, man, from way downtown. Haley Moore.
Watch out, because that is a streak shooter right there. And I'm telling you right now, if she's going to take the shot from 25, 30 feet out, you better respect it.
24-13. That was almost an NBA three. Another three-point shot from the corner is good. IHA answers. Katie Jones drills it. 24-16. Blue Eagles hanging in there, down by 8. Here's Moore again, this time off the front rim. Katie Rice, the rebound. Put up, doesn't go, and a foul underneath called on IHA. The hustle of Katie Rice.
I admire the way Katie Rice plays the game. I'm telling you, I can't say it enough. She just, you could tell, like, there's an IQ to her game that she knows what to do in every situation. You know, she's aggressive, she's controlled in her aggression.
Good job by IHA defensively to knock it away. Here comes Sam Rinaldi, brings it up for the Blue Eagles. They're down by 8. Katie Jones dribbles in and has it knocked out of bounds. Actually, it just went off of her fingertips as RBC did not touch the ball. And Red Bank Catholic takes over. Larkins, hands to Rice. Good ball movement here by the Caseys. In the corner, jump shot, in and out. That one rimmed the basket. Amanda Hart had a good look, and then Hart, hustling, follows up her own shot, gets the rebound, and draws the foul.
Anybody who's played basketball, Biddy basketball, CYO high school, one of the principal rules that is drilled into your brain from day one, follow your shot. Amanda Hart right there shows you the fruits of her labor. She gets that offensive rebound, she gets to the foul line, and she's knocking down free throws.
Hart, the 5'7" junior, hits the free throw, 25-16. And again, a chance to put Red Bank Catholic up by 10, and she does. Rattles that one home, 26-16. Full court pressure, RBC, the steal, Hart. Another long three off the back rim, does not go that time by Larkins. And it will be IHA basketball. Rutgers Prep already in the Tournament of Champions as they knocked off Queen of Peace for the non-public B championship. So Rutgers Prep in the TOC field. Jump ball. And it's RBC possession on the alternating arrow.
3 straight turnovers now for IHA. That is not the formula for success against RBC.
Approaching the halfway mark of period number 2. And dribbling in, Montaigne can't score. And now the Blue Eagles a chance to get it back down to single digits. They're down 26-16. 3:45 remaining second quarter. Jump shot outside off the back rim, but a long rebound comes back to the Blue Eagles. So very fortunate for them to get the basketball back, and then underneath working hard is Annie Walsh.
Junior forward draws the foul, and she will go to the line. Foul's on Katie Rice. That's her first. And Walsh will shoot two. First is good as she gets the spin on the top of the rim. Anna Morris checks back into the game for the Blue Eagles. And the second free throw on the way, good. So once again, IHA draws to within 8. It's 26-18, 3:20 remaining in the second quarter. Montana, long three, doesn't go. And IHA, a chance to draw closer. Brittany Graff swings it around to Rinaldi. You can see IHA struggling right now to try to find offense. Katie Jones not on the court right now for IHA. And the question is, who takes the shot? There's the shot from the corner, doesn't go. Strong rebound by Harriet. And then a beautiful pass coming down the lane. Rinaldi can't score. IHA keeps it alive. Inside Morris, flips it outside. Walsh puts it in. Big bucket for IHA, working hard. And they draw to within 6. 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. RBC up 26-20.
That seemed only fitting for the Blue Eagles to get a bucket, just based on the hustle of that possession. Annie Walsh, she gets an offensive rebound in there. Fittingly, she knocks down that baseline jumper. But it's the hustle. It's not giving up on the glass. But you know, listen, there's not a lot of size on RBC. There's no 6-footer standing there. The 6-footers are all lined up on the IHA side of the rosters today. So they have to really, when they have the opportunity, they have to instill their will on the glass. They have to get positioning. They have to make rebounds count. And they do by getting a bucket. It's a 6-point game with 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Second quarter, IHA's right in the middle of this thing. And Montano's taking a timeout to make sure his kids understand these guys are serious, man. They're not here to, you know, hand you over the trophy.
A reminder, this is just the second of 4 games today. Non-public B championship won by Rutgers Prep earlier. This the non-public A girls final. And then the non-public B boys final, Hudson Catholic going up against the Patrick School. Will be at 5 o'clock if you're watching live today. And at 7 o'clock, the non-public A final will be Don Bosco against St. Augustine Prep. Both the boys' games will be on Optimum Channel 14. You can watch on TV beginning at 5 o'clock. We invite you to do so later today. Great high school basketball. And this place, the Pine Belt Arena, it'll be jumping for those boys' games later today.
I think I see people that are in here already who I happen to notice aren't watching the girls' game right now, which lead me to believe they're in here to be ready to get a seat for the boys' games. Watch the girls' game.
Here is Larkins, has it knocked out, and a foul on IHA. Well, a lot of storylines for those boys' games. Hudson Catholic looking for their first state championship since the 1970s.
Coached by the Magic Man, Nick Marinell, come on. Guys, anybody that doesn't know Nick and respect him as a coach needs to get acquainted with what he's done over his career. He's got the Midas touch.
And then last year, you might remember, in the non-public A, Bosco and St. Augustine Prep played. The Hermits won by over 30 points in that game. Bosco has a little bit of a chip on their shoulder coming into that championship
I was going to
game.
say, I'm sure there's a group of Ironmen who haven't forgotten it at all.
Those games coming up later today. Right now, it's 28-20, Red Bank Catholic over IHA. 1:50 remaining here in the first half. And the Blue Eagles still very much hanging in there. Even though you have to say RBC has dominated this first half. Katie Jones outside, back on the court now for the Blue Eagles. Turnaround jumper doesn't go. Taken by Annie Walsh. And a push on Red Bank Catholic underneath. Casey fans don't like the call. That's the 7th team foul on Red Bank Catholic. So IHA shoots free throws.
You know, it also hurts because it's Coakley's second foul. So not exactly the player you want off the floor as your, quote, muscle end of the family here against a team that's got the size advantage on you.
Anna Morris at the line, misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Here comes Red Bank Catholic quickly up court. Larkins outside, puts the brakes on, flips it to Rice, who drills a three. Katie Rice, a long-range missile.
Crazy to say, but they needed that bucket in that spot. They've been sticking around on 28, you know, and not making a move. And I think that's the type of possession where execute it quickly, get the shot you want, knock it down from the southpaw, and now we got an 11-point lead.
31-20, and here comes Red Bank Catholic again. Rice, another rebound. Up to Larkins in the corner. Montaigne flips it back outside to Rice. Dribbles in, has it blocked underneath by Morris. She swats it out of there. Down to 40 seconds left in the first half. Jump shot outside for three is good. Leah Harriet puts it in. And boy, did IHA need that. They draw to within 8. It's 31-23. 20 seconds left here in the first half. Katie Rice, turn around, three-point shot, in and out. IHA can get the last shot off here in the first half. Katie Jones dribbles up here for the Blue Eagles. Top of the key. Brings it back outside, launches a three off the front rim, no. And the first half comes to an end. Well, Greg, Red Bank Catholic seemed to dominate that first half, but IHA very much in this game as they go to the locker room.
IHA doing things that they need to do to keep themselves in this game. Things that have nothing to do in terms of your touch. It's about hustle. It's about heart. Offensive rebounds are about hustle, getting in good position and outworking somebody in the moment to get a rebound, making something out of it. Down 8 going into halftime, IHA is probably going to like the idea that they're in the neighborhood against RBC.
All right, our score at halftime here in this non-public A state championship game. Red Bank Catholic 31, Immaculate Heart Academy 23. Second half upcoming on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
Welcome back to News 12 Varsity's Game Time. Lou Brogno, Greg Lerner here at the Pine Belt Arena in Toms River. This is the non-public A girls basketball championship. Red Bank Catholic with a 31-23 lead as we get ready for half number 2. So RBC looking to go 27-3 on the year. Last year they finished 21-7, made it to the South A semifinals before they were knocked out. And IHA trying to win their first state championship since 2014. This is their 6th straight final, though. They have 2 state titles overall. That's knocked out of bounds. Greg, interesting stat, doing my research, you know, sometimes you just don't realize things. You cover these things every year. But IHA is the only North Jersey team to win this title since 1990.
Yep.
That's how dominant the South has been in this non-public A championship.
Yeah. And it's been 2 teams in particular. It's been the
Right.
Vianney's and the RBC's of the world that have really done the damage during that time frame. I mean, Vianney was the measuring stick for so many years in New
Sure.
Jersey. Not to suggest that they're not a measuring stick anymore by any means. You know, as I sat there and let that thought hang in the air for a minute.
Ball knocked away. And IHA with the basketball. Well, the Blue Eagles are only down by 8. It's 31-23. There's a long way to go. 7 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Here's Brittany Graff outside for it. IHA tosses it inside, now back outside. And Morris, turnaround jumper, doesn't go. Crowd wanted a double dribble on that move, but no call made.
Sure looked like one.
Ball knocked away. Good defense by Harriott, and she takes a step. So traveling is the call.
Like the recognition by Harriott, though, on that steal. She noticed that Katie Rice basically had her back turned to her.
Larkins has it stripped. And a jump ball.
IHA being scrappy, Lou. Scrappy. Reaching, making steals. All of a sudden you think you got a blow by to the basket. You got Brittany Graff's hand coming in there, stripping the ball out of your hands. You got Aaliyah Harriott coming from behind and picking your pocket.
Katie Rice, nice move, can't score. And IHA brings it across. Katie Jones flips it over to Graff. Bounce pass into Morris, and there's a double dribble.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Give Anna Morris 2 points just for trying to pull it off one more time. But in Morris's defense, it's the quick help that shows up. Tia Montaigne twice getting down on the baseline, so when she turns, it's not one, it's two.
Driving to the hoop and scoring is Larkins. Josie Larkins. Coming off that 17-point performance against St. John Vianney. She scored 10 of those 17 in the fourth quarter. Here's Katie Jones, dribbles in for IHA off of the side of the backboard. Blue Eagles get it back. Wide open three is off the front rim by Harriott. And here comes Red Bank Catholic. Casey's are up by 10, 33-23, 5:20 remaining third quarter. Montaigne for three, got it.
If you ever want to underappreciate ball movement, RBC just showed you why you can't.
13-point lead now for the Caseys, their largest lead of the game. IHA just moves it around the perimeter. Trying to break somebody free. Katie Jones dishes inside. Ball knocked out by IHA.
Great hustle by Mo Coakley, willing to give a pound of flesh. You can hear the skid mark as she hits the ground.
Anna Morris checks back in for the Blue Eagles. Approaching the halfway mark of this third quarter. And Red Bank Catholic in command. Casey's lead at 36-23. Driving in, Katie Rice can't score. And Steve Silver wants to talk it over. So a timeout is called. 4:01 remaining third quarter. Red Bank Catholic 36, IHA 23. So following the timeout, it'll be IHA basketball as the Blue Eagles will throw inside court. They're trailing by 13. And Katie Jones brings it across here. Five-second violation. Wow. Tough defense there by Diamante.
IHA hasn't committed a drove of turnovers, but the turnovers seem to be coming in like quick spurts, and those spurts being accentuated by buckets from RBC.
Three-point shot off the rim doesn't go. And a rebound pulled down by Morris. Here come the Blue Eagles. Graf, top of the key, dribbles in, brings it back outside. And it's kicked out of bounds. Let's see, last touched by RBC.
Going to see if Josh Noble, our producer, at the next timeout could pan down behind the baseline where you've got a pretty good foundation of three coaches who could form the Mount Rushmore of girls basketball in New Jersey, congregated down there.
And IHA gets a much-needed basket. It's an 11-point game, 36-25. IHA coming back the other way. Here's Graf. Driving in, unable to score, is Anna Morris, and a foul called on IHA in the backcourt.
So as you look in that group right there, you've got Mary Klinger, the winning coach from Rutgers Prep. To her left, our right, the Vanessa Watson from Shabazz, who's retired. And then below her, to the right of Phyllis Mangina, the former Seton Hall women's coach, is George Sorless, the former coach from Rumson.
Yeah, that's a pretty good coaching congregation right there. 36-25. Knocked away, and a foul called on Red Bank Catholic.
So Phyllis Mangina, who was the established Seton Hall coach forever before Tony Bozzella, who's done a great job with the Pirates. George Soros, who retired at the end of last year. Vanessa Watson, who retired about 3-4 years. I can't believe how fast it's gone by. But you're talking about Vanessa Watson being the second winningest coach in the history of the state of New Jersey, only behind Jeff Jasper. George Soros is in that mix as well. I believe over 700 career wins, if I'm not mistaken, 600, 700. I start to lose track of that stuff. And Mary Klinger, who's got over 500 wins. Listen, how many times I got to say on these broadcasts, I stink in math. I'm just going to say it's a lot of wins, period.
A lot of victories there, that's for sure. Well, Red Bank Catholic with an 11-point lead. 1:44 left in the third. And driving in, nice block underneath there by Morris. Katie Jones outside for the Blue Eagles. Top of the key. Rinaldi dishes inside. Good look by Sam Rinaldi as she finds Andy Walsh, who lays it in.
It's a wonderful pass by Rinaldi. And all of a sudden, we've got a 9-point game with a minute to go. RBC's been stuck on 36 since about the 5:40, 5:20 mark. IHA's getting exactly what it wants. It's in this game. And a low-scoring game.
57 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 9-point game, 36-27. A reminder, the boys' championship game's coming up later. Non-public B at 5 o'clock. Hudson Catholic against the Patrick School. And non-public A at 7 o'clock. Don Bosco against St. Augustine. Both teams you can watch on TV on the Optimum Channel 14, beginning at 5 o'clock.
Suddenly, this becomes a kind of a pivotal possession for RBC.
Long three-point shot is good, drilled by Rose Caverly. Beautiful shot by Caverly. Rose, the junior, averaging a shade over 7 points per game. And a big hoop there to give Red Bank Catholic a 12-point lead.
And a skip pass from Mo Coakley, too, that sets her up to get her wide open. Chance to set her feet, square her shoulders, fire.
Brittany Graff outside, flips it to Harriot. Sam Rinaldi. 10 seconds now. Here in the third quarter. Graff between the circles. And a foul called on IHA inside. Well, Red Bank Catholic has 4.7 seconds left. Try to get a shot off here before the end of the quarter. Casey's already have a 12-point lead. Katie Rice to trigger in. And she does get it in. Amanda Hart. 1 second at the buzzer. Oh, off the rim. Haley Moore almost put that one in. So the third quarter comes to an end, and Red Bank Catholic just 8 minutes away now from a state championship. They're up by 12. Casey's leading 39-27 on News 12 Varsity's Game Time.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.
So here we go, fourth quarter, 39-27, Red Bank Catholic. Casey's trying to close in on a state title. It would be their first since 2013. But IHA trying to hang in there. That's a backcourt violation against the Blue Eagles.
It runs in the Montaigne family. It was Candace when she played at Jackson, Tia's older sister. Now Tia here with RBC. Tia's gone through some injuries in her career. Happy to see her as a senior getting to play the full season. And then you get to see how she plays defense.
Katie Rice drills a long-range three. 42-27, 15-point lead for Red Bank Catholic. And another backcourt violation on IHA. So RBC putting the hammer down here in the first couple minutes of this fourth quarter.
And because they have to. IHA has been relentless. And I feel like they still will be. This game is far from over. At least RBC is not going to be throwing it into cruise control at any time in the next couple minutes.
Larkins dribbles in and draws the foul. So, UVM bound Josie Larkins to the line. She's had a terrific year for Red Bank Catholic. And misses the first free throw. She'll get another.
If I'm not mistaken, sorry. Catamounts are getting another, Casey, as well, because I believe last week Rose Caverly verbally committed as a junior to play for Vermont. I wonder if they ski. Got to hit Killington if you're up in Vermont. Come on, man.
Second is on the way, good. 43-27. Three-pointer good. Sam Rinaldi from beyond the arc.
Well executed. Kick out, open shooter, pure.
43-30, 13-point lead for RBC. Larkin, strong drive. Right down the lane, Josie Larkins.
I feel like in this bridge between the end of the third and into the fourth, it's been a senior moment for RBC. Coakley on the skip pass sets up Caverly, the junior. Larkins driving, hitting threes. Montaigne defending, hitting buckets, hitting her three. So getting the sense that seniors are sensing championship on the table, time to put their hands around it and grab it.
45-30. The Casey's on top, 6 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Foul on Red Bank Catholic, called on Larkins, that's her third. And Katie Jones to the line, she'll shoot two. And her first is good. And the second on the way, good as well. Katie Jones, the senior, playing in what possibly is her last game as Rose Caverly drills the jumper from outside. 48-32, Red Bank Catholic up by 16. And Brittany Graff called for the travel.
It becomes a balancing with RBC. You know, Caverly now with 2 3-pointers in this spurt that they've put together here. Katie Rice another, and then Larkins complementing that by driving to the basket. And it's Larkins who's driving to the basket, one of their more prominent and their top 3-point shooter.
RBC throws it away. Here comes IHA on the break. Harriot puts it up, can't score. And Red Bank Catholic the other way. Rose Caverly dishes, now in the corner. Jump shot for three off the rim. Taken there by Haley Moore. And IHA 2-on-1. Nice bounce pass, but the block underneath by Montaigne. Beautiful defensive play. Ball knocked around in the paint. And a kickball will give the ball back to Red Bank Catholic.
So
5 minutes, 13 seconds remaining.
Sorry, Lou. You got Montaigne on a block. You got Katie Rice on a block. So for every offensive rebound, there was a rebuttal given by the Caseys, who don't want to let IHA get back into this game now. There's still plenty of time left, but now it's time to put things away if you're a Casey.
Inside, good look by Katie Rice. Unable to finish, though, was Maureen Coakley, but she fights hard for that rebound and keeps the ball alive for Red Bank Catholic.
Good challenge by Anna Morris.
Josie Larkins checks back into the game for the Caseys and will trigger on the baseline, gets it in. 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 33 seconds, counting down here in this fourth quarter. Nice pass back to Katie Rice, who draws the foul.
You see that deceptive speed by Rose Caverly, you know? All of a sudden, she's going in fourth gear, boom, she shifts it into fifth, gets to the baseline, and then instantly looking to kick on the reverse. Give it to Rice when she comes down the lane and gets her to the foul line.
Katie Rice hits the free throw. Katie, just a junior. 5'11" junior, averaging 8.6 points per game. And her second on the way, good. Hits both. And Red Bank Catholic pulling away now. They're up by 18, 50-32. Halfway mark of the fourth quarter. RBC looks like they're on their way to their first state title since 2013.
I don't think it's a secret. I think this was the year that people outside of the RBC program had targeted as, well, if they're going to get a state championship, this is probably the year to do it. They had that combination of Josie Larkins, Tia Montaigne, Maureen Coakley, veterans, seniors. And then you've got Katie Rice, Haley Moore, Amanda Hart, Rose Caverly. They're juniors, but they've been around this program since they were freshmen. They've been involved since they were freshmen. They got big minutes as freshmen. So this combination has come together to get a job done here. And now they sit 4 minutes away from lifting up a state championship trophy.
Brittany Graff misses the free throw. Here comes the other way, Red Bank Catholic, but IHA gets the ball off the miss. Rinaldi dribbles up. Drives the lane, flips it outside, jump shot good. Nice sweet shot by Annie Walsh in the corner. And Joe Montano didn't really like that defensive sequence. He calls a timeout. 3:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Red Bank Catholic up by 16. It's 50-34.
I like the collection of shooters that Steve Silver is going to be watching for the next couple of years. I mean, Annie Walsh, seen her a couple times, man, where she's quick release, very pure, very decisive with her buckets. You know, Brittany Graff, who had to run the show for 2.5 weeks when Katie Jones was hurt. That's heavy lifting to put a freshman's feet into the fire like that. So I think the future's pretty promising up in Washington Township for the Blue Eagles. The nest is full of young little birds, and they'll be ready to fly next year. Metaphors, courtesy of me. Thank you.
Greg Lerner on a roll.
Yeah. Put a gag in my mouth and shut me up for a couple minutes.
So 3:44 left. 50-34. Casey's up by 16. Looking for victory number 27. That's a pretty impressive year. 27-3. As we said, the only losses have been the Manasquan, which they lost to twice, and St. John Vianney. But of course, they beat St. John Vianney twice.
They did, regular season and in the state tournament.
There's a whistle. Reach-in foul called on IHA, Katie Jones.
So I got this sent to me on Twitter the other day. It's the Class A Central Division, what it will look like for girls hoops in the year 2018-2019 when they realign the short conference. Rumson, Manasquan, RBC, and St. Rose. St. Rose will be popping into that division. St. Rose, which has always been a B Central school, with the Group 1s, will be coming up to play with some big dogs.
I would say that there's going to be some pretty unbelievable regular season games that season.
You are going out on a limb, my friend. I think you're correct in that regard.
3:05 remaining, fourth quarter, 52-34. By the way, Katie Rice just scored that last bucket. She's got 15 points for the Caseys. And the block underneath by Red Bank Catholic up ahead. Larkin stops, pops off the back rim, doesn't go. Rebound, Katie Rice. Flips it back outside. So not only does Katie Rice have 15 points, she's excelled on the boards as well.
And ambitious as she sees the back doors open as RBC's trying to kill some clock and spread the floor. She's flashing her hands as she finds the back door wide open.
Larkins loses the handle, and here comes IHA. Katie Jones puts it high off the glass and in. And a timeout, Red Bank Catholic. 1:58 remaining fourth quarter, and the Caseys up 52-34. to 36.
12 points for IHA's Katie Jones, a senior. A good soldier, a quality player for her career at IHA.
Following the timeout, Red Bank Catholic with a 16-point lead. They're up 52-36. And the Casey's with the basketball. They'll bring it across. Let's see if they can utilize some clock here as they weave it in and out at the top of the perimeter. Katie Rice dribbles in, gives to Larkins. I think Joe Montano has told his team, I think we've got enough points. They're going to try to use as much clock as possible. Just as I say that, Katie Rice launches a three. Well, she was wide open, had to take that shot. 55-36. By the way, Katie Rice, 18 points for Red Bank Catholic. Oh, Katie Jones comes back the other way. The battle of the Katies. And Katie Jones hits that three-point shot.
Katie barred the door. Somebody get out and defend the two Katies.
Red Bank Catholic fans are on their feet because I think Joe Montano's taking his starters out of the game. And he's clearing his bench. With 1:01 remaining, Red Bank Catholic up 55-39.
So I sit on the TSC committee, and I have for a long time. So we'll meet tomorrow night after the group finals are done, and we'll all vote on, you'll put your ballot in. And every year people are always like, hey, who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for? And I'm like, hey, man, my ballot runs every Wednesday on News 12 Varsity. It's my top 20. I don't venture off of that, I basically give you a bird's eye view of my ballot. So with that said, I mean, my vote, very simply, is our Rutgers Prep at number one. I mean, I think that is without debate. And then I think we might be looking at the number 2 seed right now, RBC, or maybe Manasquan. That'll be, Manasquan is also going to have a say. Right now, Manasquan is above RBC in our poll, and they've beaten RBC twice. So Manasquan wins. They're probably the 2 seed, and you might be looking at RBC as a 3 seed, and then you move from there. But some good games tomorrow. Franklin, Sayreville in a rematch. Manasquan High Point in a rematch. Boundbrook. So wait a minute. Boundbrook and University's rematch of last year's final. High Point, Manasquan, a rematch of last year's final. University and Manasquan both won those. Sayreville and Franklin is a rematch of a regular season game, which Franklin won. And then you have Pascagoula Valley against Ocean City in the Group 3 final. Two of the, in my opinion, two of the top respected coaches in the state of New Jersey, Jeff Jasper from Pascagoula Valley and Paul Baruffi from Ocean City, who's wonderful.
Yeah, some great public school finals, which will be played here at the Pine Belt Arena.
That's correct.
Ten seconds left. IHA working for one last shot. RBC fans are on their feet, cheering on the Caseys. That shot put in, and the ball game is over. Red Bank Catholic wins the non-public A state championship as the Caseys defeat IHA 55-41. It's their first title since 2013, and they moved to 27-3 on the year, advanced to the Tournament of Champions. IHA, another terrific year for them as they finished 23-6. But Red Bank Catholic overall, an impressive performance.
No doubt. I mean, business-like, take care of business. And I think that IHA has made it clear that in the next couple years, they've been here 6 times in a row. Could be 7, 8, 9, who knows? I don't think the trend is going to stop anytime soon. I think IHA has made it clear that they're going to be a player in this group for years to come, like they have been.
So RBC advances to the TOC as they win at 55-41, and they win their first state title since 2013. We'll be back to talk about the Casey's huge non-public A state championship in just a few moments. Once again, Red Bank Catholic wins the 2017 non-public A state championship.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
Welcome back to News 12 Varsity's Game Time. Red Bank Catholic wins the non-public A state championship as they defeat IHA 55-41. Standing by with Katie Rice. What does this state championship mean to this team?
Oh, it means everything. For 3 years, we haven't gotten to this game. We've gotten beat by SJV 3 years in a row. So it means so much to us to get another banner up at RBC, and it means so much. I'm so happy.
What's been the key this year to this team's success? 27-3. That's a pretty impressive performance.
Like balanced scoring, balanced everything, kind of just our teamwork, our communication, our defense. Every day in practice, we spend so much time on our man defense, and that's kind of what generates our offense, and we get buckets from that. And so we kind of a man defense team and converts to buckets every time.
Katie, as this team heads to the Tournament of Champions, how do you feel about the way this team is playing right now heading in?
Oh, we're good. I think we're awesome. I cannot wait to be in that TOC and try to get a championship.
Congratulations on the victory. Good luck in the TOC.
Thank you.
All right, Katie Rice from Red Bank Catholic and the Caseys are non-public A New Jersey State champions. That'll do it here from the Pine Belt Arena in Toms River. Once again, final score, Red Bank Catholic 55 and IHA 41. The Caseys are the 2017 non-public A state champs.